Hi guys, thanks for joining us on the Nocturnal feeding with James. James from Fish Room Fever. I was like from Fish Room Fever. And me, Daniel Ed. And we're just two goofy guys that like to talk fish.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, I'm not able to pop the chat until the starts running. So James, why don't you say hi while I pop the chat?
All right. As far up as it can go, we have got hello to Merdul Singh, Pew Fish on T-Bones Fishies. Merdul Singh again. Going through here. Rockin' Fish. I'm going to start over. That was a horrible start. Here we go. Rocket Fish, Scott's Aquatics, Sean Cox, S, T-Bones Fishy, Pride Moore's Fish and More, Sand Creek Aquatics 2, S. I almost said S Scott because S said hello to Scott. I was like, that's a new one. S changed their name. Geek Boy rolling on down through here. Pepling Creek, Darlene's Tanks. Good to see you. Haven't seen you lately. I know you've been around. My fault, not yours. Lots of awesome people. Of course, Rico Stan, Sean OOTD coming in to say, get some shell dwellers. Figured I'd get that out there for Sean. And I'm glad I did. Sean poked at me long enough that I finally got some. And I can't thank him enough for it. Dragon Lair, what's going on? Glad to see you. Appreciate you being here. Jeff Rose, Fish Keeping rolling on over from the other stream as well. Xanadu, Bird Garden, Fish and Floral, Tim Carter, Mike's Aquatics and Things, Sandy Doty, Pepin Creek, Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, who's going to be coming on next.
Awesome
per usual. Yeah, Dave is an awesome guy. Has a fun stream. Be sure and check him out when we get done, as the hits keep coming on Thursday night / Friday morning, depending upon where you are.
And check it out. Nola Jane hit me with some cats in a box.
Oh, nice.
You can't beat that. I love cats in boxes. I guess I like cats everywhere. Cat in a box.
Absolutely. Did you get your chat up? I think that means
I did. That's how I was able to see the chat in the box.
Perfect. I didn't know if you were on the old school one. I know we had a lot more people in here. Michael Long, James Black, Dazin, Ginger Benny's Aquatics, Sandy Rimiker, Kira Corey Dorable, and everyone else that I did not get to. Mismatched Socks. Hello, not Nola Jane. So, yes, thank you all for being here. And I turn it over to my buddy Ed.
You probably don't need to swap us to the other side. James is also the producer of our two shows. So he does all the backstage stuff, and I don't mind always being over there.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Well, that would be like Johnny Carson sitting in a different chair, or
but I'm Ed. I'm the McMahon.
Oh, yeah. Now you're not. Well, but yeah.
Hey man, McMahon was pretty cool. He was an Admiral and the head of Star Search.
Nice, very nice.
So he did a lot. But I digress. Where was it? I don't know where I was going with that. Oh well. Let me just talk a little bit about what we did this week. You and I both had, you were sick and you've got all your family craziness going on, but we still had a pretty big week outside of our own show. You were on Carrie's show on Science Gal and had a great show with Carrie and Jesse, and Jesse doesn't get enough credit on her show, but he does a great job as a co-host and having fun and hanging out. They're super cool guys. They go on. Well, Carrie goes on at 6:00 Eastern on Fridays, and then I'm not for sure what time she goes on Sundays. Was it 5:00 or? It's like after Father Fish. It's very confusing. Well, guys, go check it out. There's this great website you can see all the times. It's called Fish Room Fever. And you can just dial it down to whatever day you need it, and it'll give you all the live streams. It's incredible. I use it so I know where I'm at what time each day. So it's great. But on my Tuesday, I had a huge day. I started off with Sister Pegasus Rena. I'm sorry, Rena. And she sent me a care package, and I promised her that I'd show it on our show too. And she makes stuff, and I think she needs to start making some videos on these crafts that she does. She really knows what she's doing. These are soaps that smell crazy good. They're little mint soaps. And I haven't used one because I wanted to make sure they look good for the tonight's show, but I'm going to pull them out after this. Nico likes to eat plastic, so I'm going to keep them in their plastic until I'm ready. That's a terrible thing about some cats, and I love Nico to death, but boy, he loves to eat in plastic. It's kind of scary. And then she made me, do you know, does Shy have those candle things that melts wax?
She doesn't really do the wax melt. She's a huge candle person, so her birthday is coming up in a month, and she's like, I just want candles. She's like, right. She's always a candle person, but right now she's really, really big on the candles. We've done wax melts before, but I don't know. She always goes back to candles.
Okay. Well, my aunt, who's like super cool and super sweet, she had the cops called on her once for making candles. This is when she lived in Colorado. She was I think she was in her 20s, and she would make the candle. She would like take the candles, and I guess there was like little bits of candle, and then she'd just slam it on her table like this and pack it down. Well, the people upstairs thought there was like a fight going on because she was just pounding.
Oh man,
it's just so crazy that my sweet aunt had the cops called on her at one point in her life. But,
that's funny.
Oh well, but yeah, so definitely you guys need to tune in to Sister Rena and tell her to make some videos like this. She also found a 4-leaf clover and wants to give this to you, James. She packed it in this little.
Thank you.
You can't really see it right here, but it's a little 4-leaf clover.
That's cool.
And she gave one to me too. So
awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
I'll put that in my little shadow box or whatever you call it, my little trinket box that hangs on the wall. Very neat.
Definitely.
I'll have to send her a thank you for that. We got a quick question I want to take in here.
You bet.
Tim Carter is saying, when you and Ed co-host with other YouTubers, I don't get notifications. Is this normal? So, yes. In the sense that if I go on, say, Science Gal Aquatics, you don't get a notification from my stream because it's going out on her stream. So if you're not already subscribed and have the notification bell on her stream, you don't get notified. Now, what I try to do, I try and be a good guest in the rare occasions that I am a guest, and I will share it. So I have the option to share to my community tab. And then you should get a post pop up. It's not a video that pops up, but a post pops up and it shows you the link to the video. And I'll usually say something like, hey guys, I'm going to be hanging out with Carrie in, 30 minutes or something. Come say hi, which I did. I sent out that community tab post. The problem therein lies, I have found a lot of times the community tab posts don't get out to everybody, or they get out late. So you might get that community tab notification, but you might get it after the show's over. Or you might not get it at all because it's not a video notification. So therein lies the biggest problem, is a lot of times the community tab stuff doesn't pop up quite as frequently as the video stuff does. But we do try and share that stuff out. We'll let you know, hey, we're going to be here. And that's where, if you've got people that, and I don't mean to make it sound as though I'm speaking of myself, but if you've got somebody that you enjoy, it doesn't hurt to check the community tab from time to time and see if they've got stuff posted on there like, hey, we're going to be doing this next week. And make sure on your notifications it's set to all notifications, not customized, because that's a whole nother mess I won't get into. But yeah, if you want to catch us, I always try and put out a share the link. I'll share it and help get it that way. That's why you're not getting it. So like if Ed goes on Pegasus to Rena, you're not subscribed to Rena, you won't get a notification because it's on Rena's channel. So it pops the same as any of her content does notification wise. And that's where I'd hush and let Ed talk again.
No. That's great. Well, and lately I've been getting notifications for Facebook from 2 people that have been amazing. It's Priscilla has been sending me lots of live streams that are starting up, and I've just been crazy busy lately, so I haven't been able to hit a lot of them. And Then the other person who's been doing a wonderful job is Roxy and Roxanne, Foxy,
Foxy's-
Roxanne. Sorry. And I was going to allude to her next. I was on a live stream with her, with Diego, that I normally on Tuesday, and we got to interview her for an hour, and she was a delight. That was a lot of fun. But I actually did 3 live streams in a row, back to back to back, because I got to be on Rico Stan's live stream. James was supposed to, but he was a sick guy. So I filled in for James and had just a total fun time with Rico. It was a great time. And Rico's doing a series that's different than our normal YouTube stuff. He's not talking really about fish. He's talking about me. So it was a lot more fun for me just to talk about myself. And that was a good time. And it's going to be a lot of fun listening to, like, we're going to get to find out about James and stuff. And that'll be really cool. And everybody else, it'll just be a lot of fun. So, guys, if you haven't subbed to Rico Stan, he is a super cool guy.
He is.
Awesome. He's probably already passed out. He had the 2 power drinks, but
he's still in here. He's going strong. He put a big old whoop in the chat. I was sorry I couldn't make it, but I'm kind of glad that he got you on there. He got an upgraded guest. He got to bring you in and talk to you. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be getting with Rico Stan. Of course, he's been on the channel, my channel. I'm looking forward to getting over there and talking to him. And I also can't say enough good things about him. I lost how I was wanting to word that, but his energy drinks have definitely kicked in. But yeah, go check out Rico Stan. He's a cool dude, and I will be over there at some point as a guest, and I appreciate him offering that.
I think if he gets Wingspan, I think I'm gonna do a live stream from the fish room here, and I'll get James here, and we'll open up my Wingspan board. He can open his, and we'll get Lefty, and we'll play a game of Wingspan live. And everybody can just play with their own deck of cards. I think that'd be a pretty good time. And maybe we'll get Sean Peck to get in there too. Look, there's Sean Peck right now.
What's going on, Peck Tech? Sean, good to see you. Appreciate you swinging through here.
Yeah, we'll get him on the poker table and play.
Couple things. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Sean's a great guy. He's the 2 YouTubers that I started watching that got me into YouTube and got me into plants is Sean Peck and Corey. I have tried plants for 40 years and killed them. And when I saw Sean doing the stuff that he does with his tanks, I said, I'm going to try this. And, Corey is amazing, but, he's selling it. And he's selling good product.
He is. Yeah.
But so Corey gives you the confidence to get it, but then you see Sean's amazing stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm going to try. And I mean, I literally have plants in every tank but one in this room. And that's a cichlid tank that's going to be moving very soon. So, and I don't want to give it to my local fish store because they haven't been able to sell my last cichlids I gave them, which I feel terrible about.
So just real quick to address the audio questions that we've been getting, Ed has got a second camera set up because he's going to show you something. And I'm almost positive that's the mic that's picking him up instead of his normal mic. So that's why he sounds like he's tunnely, but he's still here. We can hear him. Do have a question I want to throw at you, though, from the chat. It's from, I'm going to screw this up, and normally I don't. Loria99 says, is it normal for guppies to drop fry longer than 48 hours? My guppy appears to be on her 3rd day. And I'm sorry I messed your name up. Normally I get it, but bad night for me.
Oh boy, I just saw one swim by that looked like a box. She's probably been dropping for a while. I've seen them go for several hours. It's kind of like women. Some women go for a long time. Sometimes they're in labor for 6 hours. And I think it's pretty much the same way. Every guppy's a little different. So, yeah, I wish we could say 18 hours, they're done. But you just really can't tell. it's always, and I don't know about you, James, but I'm always like, if I have them in a separate spot, I'm like, come on, baby, keep doing it, keep going, keep going.
Yeah. Give me another one. Yeah,
So,
it's speaking of that and Peck Tech. I don't know if I ever told Sean, but I got the endlers from him. I must have 80 of those suckers now from just the initial pair that he gave us. I say us. He gave me some. But man, Sean, Peck Tech, those things bred like crazy. So thank you, because there's a tank full of them now.
Yep, I have a tank full of them too. I love them. They're awesome, Sean.
Mismatched Socks is headed out. Bedtime for me. Night all. Thanks for the stream. Have a great night. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We've got 73 people watching, 63 thumbs ups. Congratulations, Ed. I see you have passed 800 subscribers, grinding out your way to that 1K. I know you've already got your watch time, so you're just working on that number. Then you can start doing your mobile live streams, and that's going to be awesome.
Yep. Well, guys, real quick, I want to show what we're going to give away, and then we'll give it away towards the end. But
I'm going to get that set up real quick while you're talking about it.
We've got Aquatic Aesthetics, again, my local fish store, coming in. Rob and Tammy from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I'm going to let the person have a choice. I don't know if there's a difference. He gave me one to have fun with and one to give away. So I'm going to make a video on how to change it. And he gave me this one, or maybe it was this one, last week. And I haven't made it yet. And so now I'm going to give one out tonight. Super cool that what they've done, or what they've like pulled the husk, but they've left the top of the husk on and dried it. And I love it. It kind of looks like a Smurf head. So, I mean, you guys can do whatever you want with it. You can even use it as a cowbird nest, maybe. I don't know. But that's what we're going to be giving away in a little bit tonight. Pretty cool. Turn them around.
I'd say do hashtag aquatic aesthetics, but nobody'd get it right. I'm just
I would just go hashtag coconut.
I had to throw that out there.
But, yep. So these are the two. Whichever one you want, I'll give you. I think I'm going to plant something on it, and then I'm going to bury it, and I'm going to see if my juvenile bichers will use it as a cave. So, yep. So that's what we're giving away free tonight. Today, I showed you guys what I got earlier this week from Sister Rena. Today, I got some guppies from Redfish Bluefish. And he's got a website. Oh, Jason, he also has a great show. It comes on, I believe it's 11 o'clock Eastern on Friday nights. It's after Lucas Brett's. And now look at this sticker. It's black and white, but if you notice, the little fish are red and blue. I love this sticker. So I'm not giving away the stickers, but we're going to show you what I got. James, I don't know if you could even pop his website. Right now, you can't buy any. He's not shipping until, I think, in a couple of weeks. He just took the whole time off, but he was still nice enough to send me some of these guppies. I'm going to show you guys what they look like. I put them in a small tank right now to just have fun. There we go. These guys are crazy pretty. The camera's not quite doing them justice because the heads are blue and their tails are like a copper. And oh gosh, they're, I don't know, I'm trying to remember their name. Turquoise, iron turquoise. Gosh, we'll have to go to the website and find them. But I mean, look, they're doing super good. You know, they just came in today, and they're swimming around. They're looking at the guppies next door. I got a bunch of guppies over there. They're like, ooh, that girl over there is pretty. But, yep, I wanted to show you these guys because they're just amazing. I can't wait. I'm going to put them in one of the tanks behind me so they'll be on camera all the time. I mean, they're incredibly pretty. They got a huge dorsal Yeah, I guess. And yeah, they're just really nice. So, okay, let me get rid of that camera.
Real quick, I want to say people are asking if they can do the hashtag. Yes, I've got it set up. You can go ahead and do hashtag coconut. That will get you entered tonight to win. And then John Cox said steelheads. And Pegasus Arena is asking if you would show the sticker that she made you, please. Really liked it. It turned out okay. And I'm so happy you love your gift. Yes, thank you for that, Rena. I appreciate that. Very cool of you to do that.
Yes, this is in a. She didn't give me the barking kittens, but I put her sticker in here so I wouldn't lose it, and then I forgot it. But this is an amazing. Rena makes her own stickers, and they are. I don't want to show off what everybody said, but
that is so cool.
Yeah, that is
That's
super
awesome.
Neat. Boy, I think I would send that. That's the prototype, but I think I would send that to Jadrin and make them just like that because that is so awesome looking. So cute.
Absolutely. I love it.
And these stickers I've got to put magnets on and get them up on the wall so I can show them off. I got to buy a Sean Peck one off of, he sells his off of Teespring. He's got like great big car ones. So I'm going to have to do that. James, can you make me little?
No,
so
I can't make you little. Yeah, hold on a second. I got you. I was trying to pull up something here. Give me just a second. I'll come back over.
You can almost see the guppies. Oh, look, a white one. You can almost
there
see
we
it.
go.
I wonder if that is.
I was going to pull up Redfish Bluefish's website, but I can't seem to think of the URL for it currently.
Oh, is that like .com or something?
Yeah, what his actual website is.
Let me just pop it. It is redfishbluefish.shop.
.shop. Okay, I knew it wasn't .com, and I couldn't think of what it was. And there's so many .org, .coffee, everything. So, and we had a question. Find it again. It was about plecos, actually. Fantastic Fish Friend says, Chattanooga Ed, can you recommend a way to identify a hitchhiker pleco?
Wow. You know what? I wish that I was the pleco guy, but this guy right here. Oh, you know what? I'm watching the wrong screen.
You're good. I'm technically hiding off camera while I do tech work, so to speak. But to answer that question, even being quote unquote the pleco guy, as much as I love plecos and try and learn about them, sometimes I still have a hard time IDing, as does a lot of the pleco family, if you will. You can go on some forums for IDs and you'll see somebody put a picture up and you can get 5 people that are extremely knowledgeable on plecos all disagree on what it is. It can be very difficult with some of the plecos. So which you can do a lot of times. First off, planetcatfish.com. That is a wonderful resource, basically a catalog of all the different plecos with L numbers. So if you get looking and you go, oh, I think it might be, or somebody says that might be an L333, you can go on planetcatfish.com, look at the L333, you get some different pictures of it and say, well, no, that's not it.
I know what an L330 is.
Yeah, so it's kind of like another thing you could do is you can actually you can image search. So you can take a picture if you can get a good picture, and you can actually search for other images that look like your picture. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I've had varied results. But sometimes you can find it and you'll say, oh, okay, I searched that image. Here's somebody else that has that image uploaded. Oh, they said it's an L201. So those are kind of the best ways. Other than that, it's usually a lot of quote unquote researching, trying to figure it out. And sometimes it doesn't get figured out. There are some of them that can be hard to identify 100%.
Yeah. I'm just getting my feet wet with the plecos. There's so many that I like, and I don't want any of them because they're big poopers. But I want James to have them so I can look at them. If that probably sounds crazy, but Like, I want James to have a watermelon Pleco. That's the 330. And
They're beautiful. They really are.
oh, I love that. The skin and everything is just awesome. I love vampire Plecos. I love the phantoms, the blues and the greens. They're amazing. James has those zebra Plecos. They're just crazy beautiful. The only Plecos I have are 5 babies that Haley from Oddball Aquatics gave me, and I'm growing out. So, and I thought that this white dot right here was a guppy, but it wasn't moving. And I think it's a fork. It's the reflection of a fork because it had a piece of zucchini on it, and I need to put another zucchini on there. Because I was like, wait a minute, that's the Goodie tank. There's no guppies in there. So I got Goodie's and Pleco, or the bristlenose, and I also have my really big snails. I have Hercules snails in there. But yep. Sorry, I digressed.
No, you were good. Somebody mentioned talking to TM Aquatics regarding the Plecos. Yes, TM Aquatics, I love what he's got going on over there. I love watching his Pleco stuff. I really get to Pleco nerd out, so to speak, over on his channel, and he really knows his stuff. So he is a great resource, as was mentioned in the chat, though I can't find that at the moment.
Well, in Jethro's, he was here. He was a huge Pleco guy. I don't know if he's changing it up or what's going to happen, but he was a great knowledge for Pleco. So you can go back and watch his old stuff and see.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. Kenny E said 1 week no smokes today, but gained 6 pounds. LOL. Congrats, buddy. You got more willpower than I do. I'm working on it.
Proud of you, Kenny.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. All right. I'm trying to get caught back up. Well, I say caught back up. I kind of bounced around all over the place while you were doing that.
Wow. Rack just said, this has got to be my record. 789 people watching. And 10% of them are liking it. I appreciate that.
I'm going to go with that was supposed to be 79. We've got 80 watching now, which is still amazing. It's awesome to have 80 of you all here showing some love for the channel, supporting Chattanooga Ed. My buddy here, my friend. I can't do enough to thank you, Ed. So I love to see the numbers continuously growing on your channel. It makes me feel good.
I appreciate that. You know, I talk about not liking Plecos, and I have a Pleco cave right here. Do you guys know what you can do with a Pleco cave other than put it in water? You can hear the ocean. Have you ever done this, James?
I have not.
I was doing that today. You know what? I wonder if you can hear the ocean in a coconut. You can. It's just not as loud. Crazy. But if you get a Pleco cave, they're great because they're really loud when you put them up against your ear. Just throwing that out.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to try that now. I'm going to pull all my Pleco caves out and listen.
Yeah, I want you to tell me what the square ones sound like. If they sound like
I would be willing to bet if you get one out of a tank and put it up your ear, you also get the feel of the ocean too. You get that water and everything. You might even get a fish in your ear, you know?
Yeah, if you had a crab or something, might get bit. Or a crayfish.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
TN Aquatics beat me yesterday in a draw-off. And I appreciate him because it was nice that a Tennessee guy was there. Bob Kaler, what was it, 2000? I don't know. He had a giveaway for some milestone that he had. And it was funny because my friend MJ, she watches a lot, but she's never ever typed anything in here. And I said, dude, you got to type. And she was in the draw-off for the first thing he gave away and lost. And then the second one, she was all mad because she picked 50 and it was 15. I was like, I said 15. And so we had another draw. So it was strange that two people in the same room almost won, but didn't. It was funny.
Hey, T and Aqua, how are you?
But yeah, it's awesome to have so many Tennessee people.
It really is. we've got an amazing community here in Tennessee. I mean, we've got an amazing community overall on YouTube, but the fact that there are so many of us here in Tennessee is really, really cool because, I don't know, we're kind of just like, we're not a hot spot for anything, so to speak. The fact that so many of us have found our way here and love fish is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the hottest thing about Tennessee is the fleas. So many fleas. And you know what? I think that the fleas are going to be down next year because we've had a lot of frozen nights.
Yes.
Last year, it only dropped below freezing twice. And I don't think it got into the 20s. It was like 31 twice last winter. And the fleas were so bad. But we've already had a half dozen frozen nights. So pretty happy about that. And I also found out today that my white Christmas I had here was the first white Christmas they've had in this town since 93.
Nice.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah, that's what ours. We had a white Christmas too, and the kids love it. I think that was it was their first white Christmas because it's been 12 years for Knoxville since we've had a white Christmas. Shy, of course, looked up. So that was, I think, the coolest thing for them was they opened presents and then got to go play in the snow on Christmas. Now, a couple years ago on Christmas, it was 72 degrees here. So you never know until it comes what you're going to get.
Sean Peck brings up a good point.
Yes, we built a Duke.
Oak Ridge. Two great things came out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee. A nuke and a band. You pick which was better. I don't know.
There you go. Absolutely. Yeah. So I will say, as somebody that's not native to Tennessee, but I moved up here because my mom was from Oak Ridge, actually.
Wow. Three great things.
If you're into history and just cool stuff like that, just look up the Secret City. It's really neat to find out the history of Oak Ridge. Totally not fish related, but just one of those cool little things to look into.
Oh, Rob, my fish store owner guy was born there. Wouldn't it be neat if Rob went to school with your mom?
They may have. It was a small town back then.
Yeah.
John Cox says, it is Tennessee. The weather changes every 2 to 3 days. Yes. So the way I like to say it is welcome to East Tennessee. If you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. That's about how it works around here.
I come from where it's really cold. I'll take this weather any day.
Right.
Well, one thing, though, is all the rain we had this summer. I was planning on being super dark because I was going to be in the pool every day for 3 hours. But it rained 4 out of 7 days every week this year with all the hurricanes. They would come up, hit Chattanooga, and just sit on us. We didn't get much wind, but the rain would just dump on us. I'm pretty sure we got more rain than Portland this year. And the only thing that burned on me all year long was my lips. It's crazy. But how do we keep digressing this way? We're supposed to be talking about fish.
It's just the way we roll. It's just the way we roll, especially as it gets later into the night. The chat gets a little bit more cranked up, a little bit more lively. They start digressing. We start digressing and rolling with the flow here. I want to look this fish up. I'm going to let you pronounce it, Ed, from Fantastic Fish Friends.
Don't spell it with an O first. I'm not going to pronounce it with an O.
Hold on a second. I can get it on the screen for you here. Comments. Oh, where did it go? There it is.
A giant moth catfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said it.
There you go. Absolutely. Perfect. Well done, sir. Well done.
Oh, that other part? Sorry, my chat box is over all but the ERT. E-R-E-T. I don't know how to say that. Do you know how to say that?
Erythistus bacillus.
Bacillus.
That's what I'm going to go with here. I'm trying to look it up because I want to see the fish, and it's not pulling up for me on El Google.
Thank you for not spelling it with an O. Oh, gosh.
Dave said, wait until you get to my stream and I can really digress. Absolutely. We've got Dave coming up here in about 17 minutes or so. Now, he usually sets his stream for a little bit later because Ed and I do run over sometimes. We get to talking and having a good time. But generally speaking, if we end at 12:30, he'll pop right on there and just keep the punches rolling. I love Thursday nights. So there are a lot of days of the week that have lots of great lineups. But Thursday, really, I mean, it's one for the late night crew, if you will, because you can get on in the evening. And if you're one of those people that likes to work on fish tanks, do water changes and stuff later at night / overnight, it really works out well. And you get an awesome crew to hang out with. I mean, we've still probably got 73 people here. Let me look. We've got 89 people here. 82 thumbs ups.
You know, Rack is saying that he needs some Mississippi hippie guppies. You do, Rack. She does some great shipping, and they are awesome. I mean, I could show you guys those, but then I might make my sound weird again because I already unplugged the camera. I'll do that next week. Maybe we'll highlight a different fish every week on my show.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So, yeah, Mississippi hippie next week.
I love it.
Nebula Steel. And they're super pretty. Super pretty. But we need to hang out with Sean. We haven't hung out with Sean for a long time.
I've got my cars and stuff, my dice and all that sitting over on my other desk over there. I was looking at that earlier. I was like, I need to play some gas plans.
I was thinking about that too, is I need to make another army again. Some more cars. I've got like 50 of them. Need to make something. It's too much fun. And I found all my bits, so I'm going to be good to go.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, excuse me.
Thank you, Zen. Zen just popped Mississippi Hippies thing. Oh, and Baby Cat is moving the camera.
Kitty E with Danican Aquatics says, congrats, Ed, on the Fish Fam Fantastic Football Championship.
I appreciate that. It felt good winning that football league. But Kenny did amazing. He came in second, and he fought off the Seahorse, which is Alien Aquatics co-host, Scott's. And her, oh, gosh. Not Holly. Oh, my gosh. Oh, what's her name? Super sweet alien.
The Lucky Seahorse's name?
Yes.
This is Paige.
Paige. Yes. Oh, you read that. You read that probably, but
no, it's Scott and Paige.
I know. I just didn't remember Paige. I mean, I remembered Paige, but she's such a sweetheart. I've got her rubber shark on top of my fish tank right over there.
Yep, we got to meet them at the Big Fish Deal, and that was very, very cool. Awesome people to hang out with. Wish we'd have had more time with them.
Well, she came on strong at the end of the year, and so did Shy. James's wife did crazy good, coming in there strong. Shy won 8 of her last 10, I think. Something that's super good.
She did awesome on the football.
Really did.
Rico Stan says he thought I said Kitty E, which would be a great name for some Fish Fam members' cat.
Yep. Well, Kenny's just got to get a kitty.
Yeah. Kenny E and Kitty E. There we go. I like it.
Oh, no. BJ, she is such a sweetheart. She was my secret, or I was her secret Santa. And I hope she was able to figure out what I gave her. I gave her remote control light sockets.
Nice. Very nice.
That work through your telephone. So that way you can turn on your lights. I think, I don't know for sure, but I think you can be like, let's say you forgot to turn them on and you're out at dinner and then you got to see a movie and stuff. You can just turn those lights on from home, or, that's what I was thinking, is for hitting the lights when you can't get home.
I like it. I like it. Hey,
Yep.
Petra Man, how are you? See ya.
Oh, and
Thursday is. Sorry, go ahead, buddy.
Jess from Mains, Tails, Fins, and Furs. I got the furs and fins mixed up. But is here too. She was the one who was in charge of the Secret Santa. We had such a fun Christmas with the Fish Fam. Thank God for the Fish Fam, because 2020 would have been just a miserable season without it. Now, everything I think about from 2020 that's good was fish related.
Absolutely. So I want to say we've got 55 people eligible for the drawing tonight thus far. If you want to get entered, type in hashtag coconut to enter tonight's drawing. And we will do that whenever Ed says to roll it.
You know, I do want to put in, James, can I send this to other countries? I don't know. Is this, because it's
I think so, but I don't know for sure. And it's probably going to vary place to place. But I don't know because it's a botanical, so I'm not 100%.
Well, we can try it. If you're in a different country, I'll have to send you some stickers or something. I'm sorry.
Legal restrictions apply.
I don't take coconuts. I don't know who does take coconuts, who doesn't take coconuts.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, big nuts. And you can drink it. Wonderful. Wow, we're getting a bunch more people. That's awesome.
We are.
Did Rob go for it? That'd be awesome if he'd win his coconut back.
Win his own coconut, yeah. Put the lime in the coconut. Absolutely, Dave. Oh.
It's Sandy Doherty's birthday. She is a sweetheart. Talking about Canadians. I don't know if I can send you this coconut, Sandy, but I can do one better. Everybody who's not subbed to Sandy, go sub to Sandy. She
Absolutely.
she had this awesome Pleco video she put out this weekend, and she put the food in there, and she was going to sit there and wait for her pretty Plecos to come, and they never did. It was kind of funny. Well, I don't want to say they never did. You get to see them, so it's still worth watching.
Absolutely. Bird Garden says we finally hit that 9,000 people watching mark. All right, we are rocking and rolling. Poor Mary Page Flynn is trying to say hello to everybody, trying to get all the names, as she said. So, everybody, hello from Mary Page Flynn.
And what we'll do is, with your address for shipping this out, Gina French, we're going to send your rock out tomorrow. James has got it for me, so that's perfect. And then I'll get the one on this one.
Yes, I've got Gina's address. Yep.
I also have some mollies I need to send out to Kenny E. So if I show up on Saturday, maybe we can also package up some mollies, James, and send them out to Kenny, if that's cool. Or Kenny, if you'd rather wait. But it'd be nice to get some of them out of the tank because I'm getting an awful lot. They are very prolific. Lots of babies. And you know what? The F1s are darkening up, James.
Oh, very nice.
So maybe they will end up being a little more green. So that's kind of cool.
All right, we're going to give it about a minute or so to make sure people can get in here. We want to do it before we wrap up. Rico Stana said, winning your own coconut has to be a euphemism somewhere. I agree. I agree. I'm going to have to make that a thing. I'm going to turn that into a thing, winning your own coconut. Well, you really won your own coconut there, didn't you?
Yep. The coconuts are great.
They really are.
I also, does anybody out there have any African dwarf frogs? I wonder if African dwarf frogs would like to live in a coconut.
Maybe.
Because if anybody has any information on African dwarf frogs, I'm babysitting a couple. So maybe we'd throw it in there and let them see if they swim inside. That'd be pretty cool.
All right.
But, yep. So anything else going on with you, James?
Just trying to get back on track. Not to go too much into stuff. It's been a bumpy past couple of months, but I'm working on it. Working on getting everything set back up for filming and getting things rearranged, and kind of got left in the middle of a disaster zone, mid-moving tanks, and then tanks got stuck where they can't be moved now. But working on it slowly but surely, one project at a time. That's about the only way to do it at this point, but we'll get it there. There we go. Got the giveaway pulled up. Let me get this off of there.
I see a whole bunch of people saying that they would love to hide in the coconuts. So that's awesome.
I'll hide in the coconut. All right. You think we should give it a roll?
Yep. And I want to say one more time, Aquatic Aesthetics, I don't know. He doesn't have a website up right now, but if you want a coconut, you might be able to look him up, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and call his shop, and maybe he can sell you one and mail it to you. I'm not for sure. But eventually he's going to get to that point.
All righty. So here we go. The coconut from Aquatic Aesthetics goes to Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. Congratulations, Dave. This is why I do it live, because you never know where it's going to go, and sometimes it's like, that's shenanigans. If people didn't see it live, they wouldn't believe it was what it is. So congrats, Dave. How about that? Yep. Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, who also goes immediately after this show here in just a few. Get that pulled off of there. Gotta love that.
Yeah, hopefully I don't need a permit to send it to Cali.
Right.
But
it's going to have a Prop 65 warning on it.
But yeah, congrats, Dave. That's awesome. Great guy. Super cool. Doesn't get better. Everybody needs to go over there and check him out.
Absolutely.
Super cool guy.
Kira Corridorable said, "This is how conspiracies start. Enjoy your coconut, Dave."
And then tomorrow I'll be on with Lefty at, I think, 4:15 to 6 o'clock. And we talk about all sorts of things other than fish. If you want to talk about fish, you can bring it up. But we like talking about games, movies, comic books, I don't know, music, things that I know nothing about. So, yep, go check out Lefty at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And then on Saturday at 8 o'clock, go check out Saturday Night Fever with James and I.
Absolutely. Yeah, Lefty's stream is always a blast, says Rico Stan. Yes, it is. Ed and Lefty do a wonderful job on that.
You know what? I see Punchy Pants here. Punchy Pants. I can't believe I did that. Sorry, Pam. Earlier, you were telling somebody about a little fish that would work for a tank. And I think whoever that was for their 10-gallon tank, they could try to order some of her daisy fish, and that would be amazing. Because I love her daisy fish. I haven't lost any of them, and I've actually gained. So they're actually they drop eggs and have babies. They're a lot of fun. The boys have little eyes that glow. So just throwing that out. I don't remember who that was, but I wanted to mention it, and then I forgot.
So Dragonler asked, what happened to the catfish contest? Lefty mentioned earlier he was getting the spreadsheet put together so that we can do the judging on that. And then typically the way that ends up happening is Ed and Lefty and myself get on there and have one too many, throw a couple back, and judge the entries on a private stream. Yeah, we'll get that judged. But I know Lefty said earlier he was getting all that drawn together into a spreadsheet.
And I want to say a special hi to Mary Jane Campbell. She's one of our Tennessee people.
Hello, Mary Jane Campbell.
And
welcome to Tennessee.
I don't think she'll come on screen. She's my buddy, and she's sitting right here.
Absolutely. I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico's just staring at her. He's like, it's really fun to aggravate him while he's live.
Most definitely. Well, I'm sure I'll get to meet her sooner or later. One of these days, you and I will get together again. Missed you, buddy. You and I were pretty much hanging out every week and going places, and then it just kind of went south and life happened and the sickness thing happened, and so it'd be good to see you again and hang out.
Yep. We've got to go on and do a couple things here.
We do.
Like I said, that Irish pub. Maybe we could see if Sean would want to go too, because he's Irish.
There you go.
He could tell us how to eat the Irish eggs better. Maybe I'll text him tomorrow and ask. He's probably already in bed. He's a worker.
He's a worker.
Yeah, he's a laborer. But
well,
yep, I thank you everybody. We got 1 minute. Thank you everybody for showing up. Had a great time. Thank you, James, for hanging out.
Thank you for having me. Always
Mod,
a blast.
you guys are amazing. Chevy's awesome. Priscilla and Zen. I think Lefty was here for a minute. Danikin. And congratulations, Danikin, on getting a job. Did you notice he said he was home from work? So congrats, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I talked to him the other day on the phone. Yeah, congrats, buddy.
Oh, he called me while I was talking to somebody else, and then I never called him back. I'm sorry. I just remembered that. I was talking to somebody at Walmart on the phone, and he called, and I was like, oh, it's Kenny. Well, I'll call him back. And I never did. Sorry, Kenny. But everybody head on over to Dave's. We'll catch you next week.
Love you guys.